Hello and welcome back to It's New. Welcome to all those subscribers that are watching us right now, all those, 80,000 plus new subscribers. You guys are great. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If you are watching, definitely thumbs up this video and let us know you're watching, because otherwise I think like 80,000 of you aren't really watching. That's for another video, the video before this. Leave that there. Any event, we got some exciting news for you today. Anu, what do we got?
Yeah, Mordy's favorite topic. Max, more ads and more Max, more automation.
PMax.
Exciting. And Greg?
Well, Google is ads group creation.
And Morty?
Oh, Reddit and Google. They team up to confound me. One might say it's all Greek to me.
And it seems like Google Discover is having a hard time finding Brazil. What other countries are around there? Yada, yada, yada. Anu, whenever you're ready, Anu.
So yeah, Google yesterday announced a brand new AI feature, automated feature, and it's not PMax, it's AI Max. And apparently with like a click of a button, sorry, I know, Mordy, I know it's not PMax, it's a new Max.
That's so annoying.
But with like a click of a button. It was, wasn't it? It was. But no, not PMax. But yeah, with a click of a button, you can have keywords, new keywords generated, ad copy generated, and the recent even like the PMax features like brand inclusions and new reporting types can actually be done. So it's literally, yeah, with a click of a button, you're getting just absolutely like brand new reach of people using the broad targeting means, which, yeah, I don't know how many people do want to have broad on steroids, since the matching of broad has already been quite steroidy. So yeah, new one coming soon. It's not quite out yet, but like that was announced yesterday that's coming soon, that you can expect to see that very soon. I'm very interested about whether Greg wants to celebrate this or hate this.
Sella hate? I never.
He does not look happy.
Yeah, it's nice. No. I mean, so it's even beyond that, right? Where it's keywordless. So it's not just keywords anymore. It's intent-based matching. A couple things I like about this: you can turn this on in a search campaign. If you hate it, you don't have to turn it on. You can just live your life peacefully and never use it, at least until they force you to. But at the moment, you can just use it or not use it, which is cool. You can use it down at different ad group levels for the keyword matching. There's also two other kind of portions of this where it's the final URL expansion, and then automatically created assets is now going to be called asset optimization in there. So you can kind of pick and choose out of those three different elements what you want to do with them. I hate the term AI Max because it's not a campaign type, and you have a campaign type called PMax, and then you have this called AI Max. And also, I'm going to mess it up so much because it sounds so much like AI mode, AI Max. I'm just going to confuse the two of those every time. I already recorded a video that's coming out at 9. I already called AI Max AI mode twice. You're muted, Barry.
I was going to say, you have to work on your videos. I could be like your YouTube consultant.
That's what I need. Yeah.
Wow, hubris of this.
YouTube Yoda.
100,000 followers. Look at me.
I'm
he's
just saying,
already complaining about them. He's like, and none of you are watching.
If AI Max helps me get more subscribers, I'm all for it. That's all I'm saying. I don't care how broad it is. It could be the broadest thing across the whole entire. If I get subscribers from Brazil, from Mars, I don't care as long as they're subscribing.
You are obsessed. But just to put a bow on this, the ad group brand control, I don't understand why they just don't use like what you're talking about, brand exclusions and inclusions. It's a brand control at the ad group level, and then there's a location control, which doesn't work with the location targeting. It's different. It works with it, but it's not the same thing. And it's the location targeting is at the ad group level or the location targeting is at the campaign level, and the new location controls the ad group level. They may get it too complicated, but I'm sorry, this is the future of matching with ChatGPT. With AI mode, you can't have keywords. And I talked about it on Marketing Clock 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, when ChatGPT is monetized, I'm like, hey, you can't use keywords for this. So they're going to have to look at intent, audiences, and target different ways to target. So I would be a hypocrite to say that this is bad.
It must take you a long time to tie your shoes.
Anyway, check out Greg's video on this.
Check out to put a bow on it.
check out a news article.
Such a
You have a lot of hats. Check out a news
Yeah,
article.
yeah, you had that coming. You call that.
Check out a news article on Search Engine Land and check out Greg's video. I'm gonna have a post on it tomorrow. Just what's up, very quickly on that, and I'll try to embed Greg's video. Make sure to send it to me, Greg.
And I wrote a
so-
banger of a blog post too. I went all in.
I will have that in the newsletter tomorrow as
just
well.
read it in my voice.
We'll do. And then Greg, you got some ad group stuff that you're really, really excited about.
Oh yeah, because
Yes.
Greg hasn't talked enough yet.
Sorry, guys. You guys asked for my opinion. That's what you get. Google is kind of unifying the way the ad groups look. And this was spotted by Zishan Ali. Ad groups, again, they're going to be different for AI Max and they're going to operate differently. They operate differently for demand gen where you can have locations, but at least the look and feel of them, there was a test in the wild that was spotted. And it looks very similar to setting up an ad group in demand gen. So check out Search Engine Roundtable if you want more there. I'm done, Morty.
What?
That's your cue. Go.
Oh,
Go.
great. Going. Is it safe? Pull from Marathon Man, from Glenn Gabe over at GSQI. Is it safe? Does Google's evolving view of auto-translated content and lack of action with Reddit's AI translations open the floodgates for site owners? I love that Glenn doesn't use SEO titles.
I love it so much.
Yeah, it's
Makes me
great.
so
It's
happy.
like the only SEO person not to do that. So like big props to Glenn Gabe. So Barry actually reminded me, because I don't remember any of this stuff, that we covered this a while ago. I don't know if on this show, but on Barry's website where there's 100,000 subscribers, where Reddit is auto-translating content into whatever languages, and then it's ranking on the SERP. Now, apparently, so Glenn asked a good question, like, how does this align with the site reputation abuse update? And he goes through he goes through what Google said about that and what Googlers have said in the past about it. Basically, like Google saying, do as we say, not as we actually do, because it turns out that Reddit is translating all of this stuff with the help of Google. So Google's working together with Reddit to just auto-translate everything, which, by the way, kind of sucks. If you know anything about like international targeting, when you translate something, you lose a lot of the cultural relevancy of it. And now Reddit's just like going full on crazy, and Google's like, yeah, we're going to help you do it.
Right. And they touted this in their earnings call, which is a big deal. They said Google is good with it. They're okay with it. They're actually helping us. And I don't know. I mean, I'm waiting. I'm going to start a service right now. A brand new service. Auto AI translate pages.com for better SEO.com, etc. I'm going to translate everybody's pages for only $20, and you get crazy traffic.
You forgot a max at the end.
Max. AI.
Yeah. Why don't you call it AI translation max?
So that's the issue. I think Glenn's somewhat concerned that you're going to see all these new SEO services generate so much content that Google's crawlers are just going to be like, I'm tired. I can't get to this content anymore. We're only going to go ahead and show Reddit from now on because we just can't handle the content on the web. We're just going to just index Reddit and that's it. And that's the concern. So, I mean, I think it is a great question. Google has not officially commented outside of what the scaled reputation abuse policy says. And Glenn's trying to like understand that from what Google's said in that specific post, where Google's like, if it's quality content, then using AI translation may be okay, and so forth. Google needs to come out and say something. I did email Google, the comms team over there, saying I want to comment. I was very strict. I gave a Greg voice in my email, and they actually said they'll get back to me. I am definitely not holding my breath. Danny Sullivan's been very, very quiet as always. Mordy, you seem like you want to say something.
Well, no, they issued a statement. They said, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
I don't know. I mean, they could change their minds if they want. Like they've been saying for years, AI translation is not something you should not do on your website unless you have humans actually translating this. They've been wishy-washy over this topic since AI came out, but they really should come out with a statement saying it's okay if the content is great. Don't look at our scaled content reputation. Don't look at our help documents. They should come out with a pure statement just to go ahead and say what is really happening here and if it's okay or not.
I like this Barry. He's got 100,000 followers, and he's not afraid to say what's on his mind anymore.
That's how we got him.
That's how. Yeah.
I watched
Yes,
the video.
that's how it-
That's exactly why he just said, "Hey, I'm unfiltered thoughts."
and then a little help with you add people, you people. Anyway, talking about people from Brazil are not happy because they're people also, even though they're from Brazil. Although I like Brazilian people, I think. I don't even know. I've never been to Brazil. Actually, I know some. Isn't what's his
Weisberg's
name?
from Brazil.
Yeah, Daniel Weisberg and
Yeah.
Pedro Diaz and stuff like that.
Pedro
They're nice
Diaz from
people.
Brazil, yeah.
Yeah, they do nice stuff. So 2 people I know from Brazil are nice. So there you go. Anyway, they're just not happy right now. They're nice, but they're not happy. Just like Greg.
Weisberg's
Greg's
not
nice and not
happy?
happy.
I'm happy. I like the change. I
never
just you're talking too much.
A lot of these Brazilian publishers are not happy because they're not getting traffic from Google Discover anymore. And it's not maybe just Brazil, it's other people, other locations as well. I'm not seeing complaints in the US, but I'm seeing a lot of complaints from international publishers or publishers around Google Discover not sending traffic. Generally, I see a lot of complaints about Google Discover not sending traffic and indexing issues and so forth, and I ignore it. But the number of complaints specifically from the Brazilian news publisher market is very, very, very significant over the past week. So this is why I decided to cover it as opposed to just ignoring it like I do most of the time.
I feel like there's a YouTube video coming like, ay caramba, poquito traffic in Brazil.
Is that how they speak there? I don't even know.
No, they speak Portuguese, actually.
Ay caramba, is that Brazilian?
Oh God, that's from a cartoon.
You're
for
canceled,
sure.
Morty.
From a cartoon. Thank you, Anu.
Anywho, if you got enough from us, great. If you haven't unsubscribed yet, you can unsubscribe right now. See you tomorrow with more news. Bye-bye.